Hi guys, thanks for tuning in again. This week I'll be reviewing some of my gameplay from a recent Premier match, picking out the good, the bad, and making some general comments on what I see and think I can do better in the future. It's not a perfect match by any means, but it's important to recognise where I can improve. First off, a quick recap. If you've seen this video before any of my others, I'm an X1.6 player who was at a fairly high level. I totally missed CSGO and the first year or so of CS2 and wanted to get back into CS and challenge myself to get to a decent level and FACEIT. I'm using this channel to document my progress and hopefully get some ideas and feedback from the community. So from last week I managed to get my Premier rating up to 13.8k with a pretty strong run of wins, ending on a streak of 13. Unfortunately that led to a bit of a slump of losses, but I'm pushing on. Once we get to around 15k I'll start queuing FACEIT and see where that leads. Without further ado, here's the review of the second half of a match on Dust 2 I played recently. Let me know what you think. If the format is any good, maybe we'll do it again. And make sure you stay tuned for a few clips at the end from this week. Let's have a look at T side. I don't know whether it's worthwhile, but something I've been doing is dropping a decoy for the mid spot. Kind of make people think that there's someone still covering mid. Don't know if people actually pay attention to them or not. I think the call was a B rush, but a molly kind of puts an end to that, and then everyone sort of does their own thing. I think I could just push the guy now because otherwise we're just going to get picked off one by one. And yeah, obviously not followed, and we go in one by one and die, so it's kind of useless really. That's Premier for you. I think the call for this one was actually a B rush. Yep, and usefully someone actually dropped a smoke. Yeah, unlucky for someone not to get that kill a bit sooner, to be fair. Okay, let's get into the meat of the half. I go, let's have a look at that. So I push long fast, get ahead of the molly, which is good. See the guy out. Struggle to get the kill, but do get it. Weird long smoke from the teammate, but I throw a flash that hits the sign, which is not intentional. Get the entry, which is nice. Play around the smoke. Now at this point I'm trying to tell the guys, come on, let's get into the site. In my opinion, we've taken far too long to do it here. So that long rotate shouldn't have happened by already. Yeah, and then we just get overrun, so not a great round, but good entry at least. Two good entry kills. Yeah, see, I think that position from short into lower is really strong and kind of tough to try and use it as a position to pick from. So probably should have either just pushed straight through or gone back at this point. Spend far too long, but do get the molly off, so at least he can't push in. Good pick from that guy. Yeah, probably should have just stood up and got the guy, but also would have helped if we all kind of went out together. On this one, taking the time to molly cart, get some control over long. Really, we probably should have pushed up a bit by now, knowing that car's clear. I'm a little bit paranoid about car, so still spamming it. Hear the guy close, so just trying to be a bit sneaky. Yeah, this one is a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. A little bit of luck, but also I tried to get the guy who was playing up at the top of the ramp, but as I aimed at him, the guy pushes out the smoke, and I switched my aim. I'm very lucky to actually kill him. See if we can slow it down. Right there, I'm trying to get the aim onto the guy. I was originally pre-aiming at sight, but then trying to aim up at this guy up at the top of the ramp, which is a really weird position to sit, but I figure, okay, well, we'll try and kill him. Which you can see I'm swinging towards. I missed the first bullet, second bullet, third bullet, kill this guy, which is just insane. Control the spray and get the guy at the top of the ramp, which is pretty cool. And then went on to get the entry on the guy in sight, which is nice. So now in a 2v1, know there's a guy CT because that's who killed my teammate. And I don't have the bomb either. So just something to note here. Being that I'm new to CS2, the shadows are very different to what I'm used to. 1.6 wasn't really a thing. This shadow here, I actually realised in real time that he can see this. So what you see is me go, oh shit, move away. Don't telegraph it too much and just go straight in. Try and do something cheeky, which works out very luckily. Not sure what that looks like from his point of view. So he sees that shadow, and then the next thing he sees is me come and just kill him from there. And then at this point I know I've got one guy on long, but strangely he throws a smoke and that actually helps me go and grab the bomb. And I thought he would push up after he threw that smoke and try and be there quick. So I faked running up the ramp with the idea that I could then meet him at the smoke and catch him off guard. Then I think, do you know what, actually, if he's not doing that, I can run B and then look at the time. I don't have the time to get to B. So at this point I realised that, so I figure, okay, let's jump up short. Let's just get the bomb down. If he's there, he's there. If he's not, which fortunately he isn't, I'm still convinced that he's close. The nade gives away that he isn't. And the flash is exactly where he is. He actually just gets the timing on me there because I was hoping to get him on the cross. But I hear him. I'd be on the box and get the ace. Which was quite a good feeling. So this one here, what are we doing? We go fast beat. I get a flash in. Premium window. Guy gets the pick on the site, and I end up in a 1v3. Molly the window, make sure no one can pass. Again, I don't have the bomb. Get a pick on window, which is nice. Grab the bomb. This time I've got plenty of time to play with. I assume there's probably going to be someone flanking, but there isn't. So here I think either I need to get to A or I need to cut them off. I hear someone outside doors. They're still checking the site, which actually if I'd realised that, I'd have just gone straight to A. So I can hear that there's two. So I pre-aim that guy, get him. Now I'm assuming that this second guy is going to be at B window. He actually was closer than that. And I missed the shot, but I probably could have got away with just running back through doors again because he really wasn't ready for any change of angle. I could have gone B probably, though it does open you up to the AWP. Anyway, so it was an unlucky one for the clutch. Let's have a look at this one. So just go for a deagle round here. His money's not great and we don't want to start running out of rounds. Get tagged through the door, which is great. Yeah, and then just get picked when the guy's short because everyone's peeking one at a time. It's not real team play. It's just trying to get kills, I think, which is a lot of what Premier is. Okay, this round really we need to be buying as we've let quite a few rounds go. Here I'm trying to sell that we're maybe working on B. But the guys on A have actually managed to get a bit of an entry to short. I tried to cover the guy at mid by dropping the smoke, but give him an exit, but he decided to just run through. So we're now down to 5 versus 2. So I think let's try something silly. And again, another short play that kind of works out, which you probably won't get away with in a good level. But I think let's do the same thing again. I hit the ledge, kill the first guy, and then get the flick. Tell me how that works. CS2. That wasn't anywhere near him, in my opinion. Okay, that one's fine, but so that guy's almost behind the box. Sure, I'll take it. Get a flash over long. Let my teammate push out, which he does, so I get the assist, which is nice. I push with him, get the trade. Try and set up a long push. Probably what I should have done here is actually just pushed it a bit quicker. I think, rather than thinking about my teammates, should just been a bit more selfish. We get the site, we plant, pretty much end of the round, and we're on match point. Molly and cart. Try and make sure that guy isn't actually there. Oh, he definitely seems to be a weak point for these guys. I get the one dig from short. Not sure entirely what I could have done there differently, because I'm pre-aiming the normal angles, I guess. Yeah, maybe react a bit quicker. And this takes us to the last round. I decide to go and throw some stuff at B, see if I can get an early pick, or at least sell the fact that someone's there, make it awkward for them. So they have to use some nades. I hear the guy rotating back to mid. Didn't spot that guy out of the corner of my eye. Get him the second time at least. And then here I'm kind of just trying to back up my teammates, make sure there's no flank coming in. We're in a 3v1, let's not throw it away on the last round and have to go to overtime. No, they CT, that's a bad smoke. Hopefully mine are better. CT's covered. High pushing into short. And yeah, that's kind of a bad one from me. What? Not sure quite what I was thinking there. I was hoping to sit on this corner of the ledge and just bait him out. My mouse is not in the right place. My crosshair is completely in the wrong place, which is really terrible for me. I should have been aiming where he's actually going to come from. I had half a suspicion that he might already be there, but it's better to start where he's most likely to be. And by the time I see him, I'm still moving. I try and move away, which would have probably been fine, but then I fall into my teammate's molly, and yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't throw the round away. We get him anyway. So you end up on 21 kills, 15 deaths, couple of assists. Not a bad match. It was quite fun actually, and it went the full distance almost. Yeah, plenty to learn, but overall not so bad. I felt like I was confident, pushing in the right places, just maybe not ready enough for some of the stuff that people might or might not be trying, which is what I'm trying to improve on. But yeah, that's the end of that's one game at 12k in Premier. As always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to follow the journey. I'm really enjoying the process so far. I might look to see if there's some more tools or resources out there to use to improve. Perhaps we could discuss those next week.